Hello, 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 I'm Ruby Burrito, and welcome to today's video. We're going to be talking about how to get the Wayward Wisp as part of the quest license in the Wizard's Vault for this season. So you can see here that it's 500 Astral Acclaim. You can click that, and then you're going to get a mail. I'm not going to read through the entire thing here. You guys can do that on your own. But now if we take a look at the achievement panel, we can search up Wisp, just going to be the easiest way to find this, and you can see that we have two new achievements, Wayward Wisp Vault and Welcoming the Wisp. So this is going to be where you can see the Forest Wisp with the infusion, and then the Vault Dispatch is going to be the actual achievement set that we need to complete. Moving over to the new map, we can actually go back to our achievement panel here, and we can take a look at what the first thing that we need to do, and I put it in the tracked items just to make it easier. We need to speak with Field Archivist Cyril in the Mistburn Barrens. So if we take a look, we can actually see on the minimap that they are right here, and we can take a look at what they have to say. I'm here to investigate the Wayward Wisp. Delightful, your help would be much appreciated. My initial observation suggests our Wandering Wisp is manifesting regularly within this region. How can I help? Scouting parties have reported seeing the Wisp after battle. It seems it may be drawn to interesting events. Perhaps a bit of heroism in the area on your part may pique its curiosity. I'll do my best to draw it out. So at this point, we're going to need to do some events in order to draw out the Wisp. So I'm going to kind of cut forward to a couple of those events. So we are finishing up an event here. This is going to be the first one that I've completed after sparking this part of the achievement. And you're going to see that we get progress on the Wayward Wisp sighting. So you'll see we need to complete 4 events in order to bring out the Wisp and progress this achievement.
It's easy when you know
Okay,
how.
so as you can see, we finished the Wayward Wisp sighting, which shows us that we are up to the next section. So Wizard's Vault, Wayward Wisp Vault Dispatch, return to Field Archivist Cyril. So we completed our final event. There's 4 out of 4 events, and now we know where Cyril is. We can get out of combat and head on over. Just like last time, we can see that Cyril has the icon on the minimap. We can talk to them. Hello, Wayfinder. We've seen the Wisp briefly several times, but it quickly faded away. Most forest spirits float about, but this one seems to have more tenuous connection to Tyria still. Perhaps it's a consequence of the local Mistburn. Is there a way to help it? For that, I've called a local spirit expert, Valiant Arya. I trust she can help you make the closer contact with this prodigal traveler. You've been following up with the Coden, though we caretakers of the Wizard's Vault might prefer a light touch. The Astral Ward has been revealed to Tyria, which greatly eases these investigations, and I'm always happy to chip in, of course. Okay, I have a chat with Valiant Arya. So, ask Valiant Arya for guidance in your pursuit of the Wayward Wisp. That is going to be the next task here. Valiant Arya is going to be right next to us. We're going to talk to them here. Cyril mentioned you might know how to help our local Wisp. Wisps are much like us. They are. If it's hurt, reach out to support it. To do that, I'll need to find it again. When scared, cubs may hide to seek comfort, security. Though the land aches, my kin suggests there are still several resonant natural landmarks that might offer refuge. I'll mark them on your map. If the wasp hides at these places, how should I reach out? Your journey kin is quite observant. When you arrive, hold still a moment, draw a breath, listen, and sniff well. Often, frightened friends just need to know you're there for them. Okay, my Warclaw and I will reach out to the Wisp at these natural places. So, we now have a new sub-achievement, the Wayward Wisp Outreach. That's going to be under the Wizard Vault section here as well. So we've been doing this one, Welcoming the Wisp, complete your quest and bond with Wayward Wisp. That's the actual step that we have here. We just need to reach out in all 4 places. We're going to head down this way, so I'll show you guys where we are going to end up. I'm going to show you guys these in the order that I'm going to do them in because I think that's what makes the most sense. You can see there's this golden circle on the map. This is going to be one of them, not necessarily the first one on the list. And so what you need to do is you need to find what we're looking for in this section. So actually, we're going to go onto this right here. Get on our Warclaw. It said hold still and sniff. And the Wayward Wisp is right in front of us. We can interact, observe, reconnect with the Wisp. That's actually going to be the 4th one. We can go and head on to the next one. So we've made it to the next one. You can see that there's another golden circle here. It's going to be towards the south end of the Grand Athenium. So you can actually see these on the map. And we are going to head up to where we need to be for this.
Do what we have to.
We're going to come up here to the top, get on our Warclaw, and sniff. And we can see that the Wayward Wisp is going to be on this rock right here, up at the top of this section. You can see that was number 1. Oops. It's going to be up at the top to the south of the Grand Athenium. Now, we are going to head over to the next one, which should be pretty straightforward to get to from here. As you can tell, we're kind of going south to north. This is going to be in between the Grand Athenium and the next section, which is the Nexus of Moonlight. I believe we need to be right here. Get on my Warclaw and sniff. And here's our Wayward Wisp. So again, that's going to be number 2. We're right here in between the Nexus of Moonlight and the Grand Athenium. If you come through Golden Lake and then come up this way to the south, grab number 1. You can come up here as I did to grab number 2. And now we're going to head this way quickly to get number 3. I'm going to just keep this as one raw stream so that you guys can kind of see the pathing for this one. I got a little bit out of my way in between the first one that I showed you guys down in the Golden Lake and the second one, so I kind of had to splice that so as to not waste too much time. We just need to drop onto this rock right here, where this Chorister and the Juvenile Jantheory B are. We're going to grab our Warclaw and sniff. And here's our Wayward Wisp. So that's going to finish the Wayward Wisp Outreach, Vault Dispatch, number 6 done. So now we need to go back to talk to Valiant Arya. So the easiest way is just going to be to waypoint back to the start of this map. There is only one waypoint on this map. Makes it really handy, the location-wise, if you're trying to talk to one of the NPCs. But if you're trying to get anywhere else, you kind of have to take your mounts. So here's Valiant Arya.
Have never traveled this far north?
Yes, great news. My Warclaw and I found the Wisp at those refuges, and now it appears it's following you. Glorious. Hello, brave little seedling. I'm Valiant Arya. You two reach well toward harmony, though your alignment remains partial. How can we improve our bond? Share beautiful experiences together. I might start with tea, but there's also a rare and potent wilderness in the hidden Sacrarium, untamed even by the Mersat. Travel there and commune together. We will, thank you. So number 8, perfect your bond with the Wayward Wisp by communing together at the Mastery Insight in the hidden Sacrarium. I did accidentally stumble upon this earlier, so it should be fairly easy to get there because I do know exactly where I'm going. I'm going to roller beetle along this way. There are multiple entrances. I just passed one of them. Goes this way, but I want to show the other one because it's a little bit more direct. So right to the left, right before you hit this bridge, you're going to see on the ground level, you're going to see this entrance, this cave entrance. Now, there's going to be a whole bunch of these updrafts, and we're just going to try to hit the one that's right here because it's the one that's closest to the mastery point. The rest of these will take you where you need to go. It takes you from that end to this end, roughly. But I think this is going to be one of the fastest ways to get. I misspoke. I got Vista and the mastery point mixed up. We just need to be down here. Commune. We get our mastery point because we haven't hit this yet, and then bond with Wayward Wisp. That's 8 out of 9, and now we just need to report back. Which is just going to be loading time. Mine has been a little bit longer as of late. And that's, I think, on my side. Got to do some nice cleanup on my PC. But, Field Archivist Cyril, I've stabilized the mysterious Wisp, and it seems to have bonded with me. How fascinating. Well, it seems to have posed no notable threat in the end. Vivian may be a bit put out by the lack of calamity to secure, but I'll simply say all's well that ends well. I'll ensure its safety. Thank you for the help. Congratulations, little cub. Here's hoping you two grow well together. Thank you. So that finishes welcoming the Wisp and Wayward Wisp Vault dispatch. So now I have everything done here. We get the Forest Wisp. That's the Ascended accessory, and we have the Forest Wisp infusion. So right now I have my Worms WXP Blessing enrichment. This is, yes, an accessory. So we can put it, I'll put it here. And now we will have both. I'll pick the stats a little bit later, but I'm going to cut to, hopefully I can get both the Worm and the Wisp at the same time. There we go. We got the Wisp and the Worm going at the same time. That's what it's going to look like. You had the little Wisp moving around there. I was kind of waiting. I wanted to see if I can get both of them. And that was kind of the first good Wisp interaction that I saw as well. So these are just going to casually go about if you're unfamiliar with infusions. As you're playing, my Worm has been coming out fairly often. It's fun to watch. They have several of these. The Otter is another good one. So that's going to wrap up everything for how to get the Wisp infusion. If you guys have enjoyed the content, feel free to hit that like or even subscribe to the channel if you want to keep up with more content. And thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.